me.
Hi, Kurt.
8 of the regular and make it snappy. I gotta take an old guy to the hospital. Then maybe I'll call it a day.
Say, Kurt, did you hear what happened to Terry?
No, what?
Well, her Uncle Joe died and left her his entire estate over in Glendale. She had an Uncle Joe.
You mean Terry's in the money?
Well, not exactly. She phoned a few minutes ago and said she'd be over with the registered letter she got from the lawyers.
Well, how big is the estate?
According to Terry, it's only a bungalow.
A bungalow? Her Uncle Joe might just as well not have died if that's all he left.
Oh, we'll find out all about it when Terry gets here. Hey, kids! Look! It is now official. I got the letter. I was just telling Kurt about the bungalow.
Oh, that ain't all. Wait till you get a load of this. Well, I hope you don't have to get married by a certain date or mind a baby before that house is legally yours.
It's worse than that, and I ain't kidding. Unquote. Quote. In addition to the aforesaid property, the deceased, Joseph Hilton, bequeaths and assigns unto his niece, Terry Olson, that's me, a 10-ton truck, that ain't me, fully described in paragraph E hereof. Unquote.
You'd have been better off, Terry, if you'd just left you $20.
Oh, say, now, wait a minute. After all, we could live in the bungalow.
And move to Glendale?
Listen, if the bungalow isn't as big as a doghouse, it's bound to be better than that flea bag we're in now. What baffles me is, what am I going to do with a truck?
Well, unless I'm crazy, Terry, the truck is probably worth more than the house. When are you going over to Glendale?
This afternoon, why?
Well, I'll tell you what. I've got one more call to make. Take me about a half an hour. In the meantime, suppose you get in touch with Pete.
Oh, my little Cupid has been out of town now for almost a week. And just where he is seems to be a military secret.
Well, your boyfriend drives the truck, too, doesn't he?
Sure. I'll pick up Danny on the way back, and he can give us a lowdown on the truck just like that.
Swell, hurry.
There it is, big boy. Take a look at it and see if it's any good.
All right.
Oh, you're kidding. The truck.
Boy, looks like a sweet job to me.
It certainly is big enough.
I wonder what he used it for.
What are we going to use it for? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hey!
Boy, that's all right. Think you girls are in the money. What you can do with a bus like that?
Sure, tell us. What's it worth?
Sell it. That's what I have in mind.
Listen, we're doing men's work already, but if you think we're going to drive this monster, you're crazy.
Well, why not? You'd all make more money. And I'll show you how crazy my idea is. Now, look. The three of you together make $14 or $15 a day. Is that right?
16, so what?
With the truck, you're essentially to make $50 a day.
$50 a day?
Right. The truck's worth that much money to get it rolling.
Oh, I knew there was a catch in it someplace. To get it rolling, you got to have customers.
But that's a pushover these days. If I talk to the boss, you're as good as in the business right now.
Listen, if we can make that kind of money, what are you standing there for? Go talk to your boss. We're interested. Girls, are we in the trucking business?
It's a whole lot better than what we're doing now.
You said it, but will that big lummox deliver?
Oh, honey, that's no way to talk. Of course, I don't know what the boss is going to say about women on trucks, but I'll fix it, and you'll be in a huddle with him in the morning.
Okay, let's get going.
I don't know what to say about women drivers.
Then don't say it.
I'd be taking an awful chance.
Not unless you decided to drive with us.
I don't know. It's a tough decision to make.
Oh, but listen, boss. I know all our trucks are busy, and you said you could use some more.
And how? Why, if your truck was in Las Vegas right now, I could use it for this job. I've got 5 tons of glycerin waiting to be brought into Los Angeles and no transportation available.
Glycerin? That ain't gunpowder, is it?
Not yet, it isn't. But they do make explosives with it.
Okay, as long as we don't have to drive back with tons of dynamite.
Vegas. I've always wanted to go to Mexico.
Las Vegas is in Nevada.
Oh, well, anyway, it sounds interesting.
If your truck was there, I'd take a chance and tie up this contract.
Wear your men, mister. There's nothing stopping us from going to Las Vegas.
Oh, yes, there is. There's government regulations. An empty truck isn't allowed on the highway. In other words, you've got to have a full load going and coming.
You mean that if we find somebody who wants us to take something to Las Vegas, we're hired?
Yes, but that isn't so easy to find.
We'll make it easy no matter how hard it is. Come on, kid. Petey!
Hiya, honey.
Where you been?
I took a load to Denver. Just got back this morning. Say, Jenny told me all about what your uncle left you. I come over to get the license for. Who's going to drive the truck, honey?
Me. Who do you think?
A 10-ton truck? That's an awful big crate. Do you think you can handle it?
Oh, don't worry about me, honey. It starts and stops the same as any other car, doesn't it?
Yeah. But there's a slight difference. But I guess I can show you how to handle it in a couple of days.
Okay, let's get that trucking license.
Oh.
Hello. How's the license business?
Oh, this is our busiest month.
Well,
Well, we'd like a license and make it snappy, please, because we have places to go.
Well, that's the first time I ever heard that, and I've been around here a long time. You've chosen a gay little partner.
Oh, hardly a partner. She's going to run this thing.
Right.
Women always do, but most men don't realize it. Your names, please?
Terry Olson.
And mine's Pete Dugan.
Your ages?
I'm old enough to drive a car. That's sufficient, isn't it?
I have to know your age.
Well, I'm 33.
And I'm, just put down 20.
Ever been married before?
Why, no. Anything else you'd like to know?
Well, it's customary to ask these questions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've never done anything like this before.
There you are. That's all there is to it. Now, see you. $2, please.
$2? I thought a trucking license was $10.
Well, maybe it is, but can't you read?
Sure, we could... Marriage? Wait a minute. We don't want a marriage license.
You may not want it, but you've got it. And I can't take it back after it's been issued.
Well, what are we going to do with it?
Well, you better keep it. Looks like you might be needing it one of these days. Now, if you want a trucking license, that's 1 to 12.
1 to 12. Thanks. Polite, ain't he?
Thanks. I only have a little while left to learn how to drive this thing, then I'm due for my test. You think I'll get my driver's license?
I don't know. Try shifting again.
Shifting?
Yeah, shifting.
Yeah, shifting. You want me to shift?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, shift. Oh, yeah. There you are.
Yeah, but you ain't shifted yet.
Well, you told me when I shifted to put my foot on the clutch. There's my foot.
Yeah, but your hand ain't on the gear, honey.
Yeah, but never mind that. Get on with the lesson.
Oh, honey, it's awful hard trying to teach you here. Let's take the truck out on the road.
Oh, I'll be all right after a few more lessons. I can just see myself on the road. 30 miles an hour. 40 miles an hour.
40 miles an hour.
50 miles an hour. 60.
60. Oh, honey, you slink too much.
Yeah, don't get personal and get on with the lesson.
No, I mean, you've got to sit up straight.
Oh. Well, now what do we do?
Well, try shifting again.
All right. Say, don't we ever do anything in this truck but shift?
She's been out with that examiner guy for an hour and a half now.
Well, maybe we better get the motorcycle cops to look for them.
Do you think he's going to give her a license to drive?
Hiya, kids. What a trip. I didn't know we were going to make a tour of the city. We missed nothing.
Including the pedestrians.
Yes. What do you mean the pedestrians all got out of the way in time?
Oh, well, maybe she was just a little bit nervous, officer.
A little nervous. Why, she ain't got a nerve in her body. I was the one that was nervous.
Oh, gosh, officer, you're supposed to take a few chances.
A few chances. Listen, lady, I've been examining drivers for 15 years, and I've taken some awful chances. But your examination was the worst ordeal I have ever gone through with. You're some driver.
You really think so? Oh. Gosh, thanks, pal. I'm
Looks like you passed, Terry.
Yep, she passed all right, but only for one reason. If I didn't pass her, I'd have to go through this all over again. And I have a wife and 4 kids depending on me. Come on.
Great sense of humor. Come on.
It must be someone in answer to our ad.
I certainly hope so.
Gee, I wish we could get rolling.
Are you going to Las Vegas, mister?
No, and neither are you. Which one of you girls is Terry Olson?
That's me, little man. What can I do for you?
I'm from the Acme Finance Company. There's a little item of $82 due on your late uncle's truck.
You mean the truck hasn't paid for yet?
There's $300 balance due on that truck, and unless this payment is made by next week,
And if it isn't?
then I'll have to slap a plaster on the truck.
A what?
A plaster, it's a legal term. It means you can't move the truck unless our mortgage is satisfied.
Sounds like trouble to me.
Now, look, mister. I don't want any trouble with you or Acme. Understand?
Listen, we'll pay the $82 when it's convenient. And if you start throwing any plasters around...
Well, stick one right on your ride.
And she isn't kidding.
And I can verify that.
Oh, well, now, wait a minute. Girls, you're not figuring on taking that truck to Las Vegas, are you?
Who said anything about going to Las Vegas?
She did when I came in.
Uh-huh. She didn't say anything about taking the truck, did she?
Well, okay.
Did she?
I'm wrong, but...
All right.
But you better not take that truck to Las Vegas. And you better make that payment by next week or else. Good day.
Good day. What's good about it?
Gee, if somebody doesn't answer our ad pretty soon, it looks like the Acme Finance Company is going to be in the trucking business.
I have a hunch that all my uncle left me is a flock of headaches.
There must be someone, somewhere, who wants something taken to Las Vegas.
Oh, 40, 50, 60. Oh, look out! Look out! Oh, look out! Hey! Oh, come on now, put it on. Oh, don't worry, I'll make it. Hurry! You can't go 60 miles an hour without putting a brake on. Put it on. Put it on. Put it on. Put it. Oh, hello. Must have been dreaming. What time is it?
About 1 o'clock.
Oh. Gosh. Sleep or awake, I'm always thinking about that truck.
I wish somebody else would think about it.
Yeah, you think somebody want to take something to Las Vegas. At the phone? Probably the air raid ward.
Oh, maybe it's that little man coming back for the truck.
Well, go answer the door and find out. Oh.
Is this the place where the truck's going to Las Vegas?
Well, yes, it is. But can't you come back in the morning?
Yeah, come back in the morning. She's crazy. Hey, mister, come on in. We'll talk business morning, noon, and night.
Come in.
Wow. How do you do? Come in. Sit down.
I want to talk to the guy that owns that truck.
We own it.
We own it.
And drive it?
Hmm?
We hope.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not particular as long as you're going to Las Vegas, because that's where I'm headed. I got a load of furniture I want you to take up there for me.
Swell.
But there's only one catch.
I knew there'd be a catch.
I want to get going right away.
Oh, that's simple. Why, you just give us the address, and we'll be there bright as a dollar at 10 in the morning.
That ain't right away. You pick up my furniture by 5 o'clock, or it's no deal.
5 o'clock? Even today, this morning? You want us to take furniture to Las Vegas without having a few hours sleep?
You heard me, and I'm willing to pay you $100. $25 on account, and the balance when the furniture gets to Las Vegas. The address is 17503 Rancho.
Oh, and who do we ask for?
Me,
Oh.
Duke Edwards.
I see.
Now, don't disappoint me, girls, because I'll be expecting you.
Okay. Say, you think there's something wrong with this furniture? Well, maybe the little plaster also paid Mr. Edwards a visit.
$100 is a lot of money.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get up, make some coffee, and get dressed. Let's get going. Oh. Oh.
Come on, fellas, let's get this stuff outside. The truck will be here any minute.
Okay, Bill.
Too early to pick up anything.
I still say $100 is a lot of money.
All right, say it.
All right, $100 is a lot of money.
Quiet.
Well, the Monte Carlo Club ended up kind of sun's-like.
It's lucky Duke got the tip off. The law's closing the club.
Hey, that looks like the truck company.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the place.
Hey, Terry, you just passed the place. So I did. Okay, kids, hang on.
Is this where Mr. Duke Edwards lives?
Should have known it was a woman driver.
Never mind the sarcasm. All we want to know is, does Mr. Edwards hang out here?
Yeah. This is a place, all right. Come on, get them doors open so we can load this stuff.
Hey, Spider. Look around, see that the boys haven't missed anything, then lock up.
Okay, boss.
Hello, Goldie. This is Spider. Sorry to wake you up, boss, but this is important. Duke Edwards has a truck out front and is moving everything out of the place, and I don't know. Butch said he was taking the stuff to Las Vegas. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll get the number of the truck and call you back. Then you and Mike can grab it on the highway. Girls is driving. 3 of them. Call you right back.
Here's $25. I'll pay you the balance when you arrive in Las Vegas, 4 o'clock this afternoon. Here's the address where I want you to make delivery.
Questions. Let's get the rest of that 100.
Say, I've hauled that gambling paraphernalia all over the country. Nobody's ever bothered me. Of course, it's slightly different when you use it to clip suckers. You know how to get there, I presume.
Well, I have a map, and with following instructions, how can I miss?
Okay, I'll drive ahead with the boys, and we'll meet you in Las Vegas.
Right. Say, if those boys drive the way they load that truck, we'll probably be in Las Vegas before you get there.
Well, make it as fast as you can, but you'd better watch those cops, especially in those little towns, because they really enforce that 35-mile-an-hour law.
Why, for goodness sake, the cops are our pals. Come on, kids, let's get going.
We ought to be coming in to San Bernardino pretty soon.
Hey, kids, we're coming to a bump, and I'm taking it on high. That was it. How am I doing?
I can just imagine how burned up Goldie and Mac are going to be when they show up to the club tonight. What are you looking for, Spider?
Just wondering whether the girls will be able to keep up with us or not.
They're not far behind us.
Are you sure the Spider gave you the right number?
Yes, I copied it down so that we wouldn't make any mistake.
Well, then all I can figure is that they didn't head for Las Vegas. We must have passed 20 trucks already.
Don't get excited, Mac. We'll pick them up in an hour or so. After all, they had a good start on us.
I told you distinctly to slap a plaster on that truck, but no, you wouldn't listen. Go, for the last time, don't mention that truck. I heard them talk about Las Vegas, but I never figured they'd actually take the truck out of the States. But when we catch up with them, there'll be a long time getting it back. Yeah, and if I get a ticket, who's going to take care of that? Never mind, just catch up with them. Oh, I tell you, it's not going to be easy to take that truck away from those girls. But with this legal document, boy, it'll be a cinch. Come on, let's go.
You mind giving me a lift, sister? Just 6 miles up the road.
Mine? You're in the truck, aren't you?
So I am. Thanks.
You're welcome. What happened, Terry?
What's that?
Oh, it's my pals in the back. Nothing. It's a pedestrian just picked me up. Now he's a passenger.
Say, I've got a good thing going in the Ford at Delmont today. So good you could bet this truck on it.
That's fine. Why don't you bet 10 cents on it, buy yourself a nice new pair of shoes?
You judge a man by the clothes he wears?
Look, I don't judge anything. I'm just sitting here. What are you, a horse player or a tout?
Well, at the racetrack, they refer to me as a sportsman.
Oh, they do. It's been a long time ago.
Do you mind if I turn on your radio?
Sorry, there's no radio on this bus.
What? No radio?
No radio.
Do you mind letting me out?
Sure, we let you out. Where?
Right here.
With pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I hope you get your lift with the radio.
Don't worry, I will.
I'll try not to worry.
Oh, pardon me, miss. Could you spare 20 cents for a cup of coffee?
Oh, all right. Wait a minute. 20 cents. Coffee only costs a dime.
Don't tell me that you won't join me.
Why, I would... Goodbye. Hey, kids, our passenger is a pedestrian again. Come on up front. I want you to take a good look at him. No radio, no coffee. Fine. Anything can happen. There he is, girls, the sportsman. Why'd he get out here? What did you do, install him? No, we haven't got a radio in the car, and I haven't enough time to take him to do that. Well, let's get going. Whoever that is must be in a hurry. How do you like that?
heard it was all right. Let's freshen up and get going.
Hey, how far are we from Las Vegas, anyhow?
I really don't know, but we'll check on the map.
Won't you come in? My butler is off today. You know what the service problem is, I suppose. Is there anything I can do for you?
Is there anything you... It so happens, my dear friend, that you are occupying our truck.
How can you call my drawing room a truck?
Somebody's crazy, and I don't think it's us.
Say, who are you, anyway? She looks a little bit like Cleopatra.
Well, who am I, anyway? I really don't know. I attended a dinner at a beautiful mansion. And suddenly I got lost. I couldn't find my way home. But I'm quite sure that this is my drawing room.
You mean you really don't know who you are?
No. But a name is so unimportant.
But those other people at the dinner, don't you remember any of them?
No. But if you don't mind, I must speak to my cook about tonight's menu. Excuse me.
Of course. She's either putting on a very clever act or she's got amnesia.
Amnesia? I hope that ain't contagious. Well, you better get in Ulmer along while I put some mileage behind you.
You mean we gotta take her with
She's
us?
probably harmless. Just ask her a lot of questions and maybe she'll come to. Now get going.
Can't you remember anything about who you are or where you came from?
No, I can't.
Well, maybe you can remember where you got all that pretty costume jewelry.
Well, I want you to understand that I wouldn't wear costume jewelry, even if I were attending a ball given by the 40 Thieves.
Oh, of course. I imagine that ring came from Cartier. And the pen. Well, anyone can see that's a Tiffany design.
Can you remember anything about those places?
No, I can't. And I don't particularly care. You see, there's something extremely soothing about getting away from society. I'm quite certain that when I left that dinner party, I must have been bored. Now everything seems delightfully pleasant.
Hey, kids. Look out the back and see if that spot I see way back there on the highway is a motorcycle cop or am I seeing things?
It's a cop, all right. And I can't tell whether he's chasing us or the other car. You better step on it just to make sure.
Okay. Hang on to your hats. Here we go. Hey, pull over there. Pull over
Well, do you plead guilty? Or maybe you got a funny story to tell me.
Believe it or not, officer, we were chasing that trucker.
Yeah, why?
Oh, you tell him, Mo. I'm fed up with this whole situation. We represent the Acme Finance Company. We got a plaster to slap on that truck.
62 miles an hour. That's a pretty serious offense in these parts.
We were going along nicely at 35 miles an hour, when all of a sudden, Mo spies the truck and he tells me to step on it.
Yeah, now you're blaming everything on the truck.
Well, if you saw the girls that are driving that wagon, you'd understand. Oh, let's cut out the conversation, please, and give us a ticket. We got to get possession of the truck. I got the necessary legal papers right here.
I'm sorry, but I'll have to take you into the sheriff's office for arraignment.
And let that truck get away?
I'm not interested in that truck. Come on, turn around here and we'll go back and explain everything to the sheriff.
How much of a fine will we have to pay, officer?
You'll have to do time. I don't think the sheriff likes the idea of finance companies chasing these clients all over the highway.
Well, did you hear that? Well, when we meet the sheriff, will you please keep that big mouth of yours shut, and maybe we'll get away with a fine.
I'm beginning to think the spider gave me a phony steer.
Sure looks that way. If that truck was headed for Las Vegas, we'd have caught up with it before now.
Oh, no. Can't be. Uh-oh. I'm afraid we've got another amnesia victim who needs a lift. Come on out and see what her racket is.
Fear not the strange guard, ladies. I am Madame Sappho Futuro.
Okay, Sappho, we know the rest of your story. You're temporarily out of letters, and you don't know who you are. Toss her in the back, girls. We gotta get going.
For your information, young lady, I don't like letters. And the great Sappho is not only aware who she is at all times, but the future of everyone else as well.
All right. But tell us the girls in the back room. We're in a hurry.
This way, Madame Sappho.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Sappy, old girl, do you know anything about amnesia?
Amnesia? There's no amnesia within the proximity of my crystal ball.
Oh, this is where we find out who our girlfriend is.
Now, just concentrate and look into the crystal ball. Does 1929 mean anything to you?
Well, of course. That's when my husband lost all his money and I moved into the Waldorf.
Your husband lost all his money and you moved into the Waldorf.
Well, then you must remember something about who you are.
Well, I know that my husband lost all his money and I moved into the Waldorf, but I don't know who I am.
Oh, please, girls, don't interrupt my patient. Let her concentrate.
Hey, girls, is that the law behind me again? Take a look. The law, all right. You might as well pull up and take that ticket. There goes the profit. Well, I didn't know they had such good-looking policemen in this part of the country. I didn't run over anybody, did I?
Where's your federal stamp?
What?
Your federal stamp.
Oh, federal stamp. Oh, yeah. Oh, just a moment. Oh, you must mean this thing. I thought it was a war stamp. What'll I do with it?
You better stick it on your windshield right now.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Terry, are we pinched or how are we doing?
What's that?
Oh, that's my pals in the back.
That's a cute little gadget. How's your dimmers?
Oh, my eyes are fine.
Not your glimmers, your dimmers.
Oh, dim it.
You're driving in a dim-out area, and if you intend to drive this thing tonight, you'll have to say how long you've been driving this truck.
Oh, this is my first day.
First day. You're out of luck, lady. Oh, boy.
You mean I can't drive tonight?
Unless you want to spend a little time in a federal penitentiary.
Oh, I certainly do not. What would you suggest, officer, for a poor little girl who's trying to take over a man's job in the war effort?
I'd proceed down the highway about 40 miles. There's a new motel down there, and you might make it by nightfall.
Say, you know, most people don't like traffic cops, but I think you're kind of different.
Thank you.
Another customer. This one's in a hurry. Why, what's chasing you, a mountain lion?
No, but I've had a very harrowing experience I'd rather not talk about. Girls, you've got to help me get to Boulder Dam.
Well, what's the hurry? It'll be there for years.
Please, girls, I'm serious. I'll pay you liberally. I have plenty of money.
Oh, we're going to Las Vegas.
Well, that's close enough. Here's $100 when we get there.
All right, sister, you made a deal. Come on with us.
Well, business is picking up.
Hey, you know who you are, don't you?
Of course.
Uh-oh, girl. I think that little man on
motorcycles back again.
You're right, Terry. That guy's really after us. What did we do?
I don't know. But if I can make this Nevada border, he's out of luck.
Well, I certainly hope she makes the border. It's likely that policeman wants me.
Well, what did you do? Stick up the super chief or something? We've had enough trouble already.
Oh, I assure you it's nothing like that. It's just a little family squabble.
Now, look, if you're going to get us into trouble, we just as soon give you your money right back and let you all fry here.
Oh, no, please. It's nothing that can involve any of you.
Only 100 yards to go, kids, and we're safe.
Hey, Terry, what are you sliding up for?
Uh-oh. Hey, kids, we're on again. Only 50 yards to go, so keep your fingers crossed. We made it! No. Hooray for Nevada! Hooray!
All right, girls, you win. But don't forget I'll be waiting right here when you come back.
Why, officer, what do we do?
You violated section 505, 510, and 331 of the California Vehicle Code.
All of those? I hope you miss us.
Don't be so optimistic. I won't.
Bye. Well, what do we do now? You got me. Say, there's that motel the officer was telling us about. We'll check in for the night and have their garage men fill up the truck with gas.
I can't take a chance checking into any motel.
Oh, I forgot. Well, you'll have to stay in the truck because we can't drive at night in the dim-out area. Come on, kids, let's get going. All right, Amnesia, come on. Okay.
How much longer do you think he'll be?
Oh, just a few minutes.
Then what do we do, turn back?
I just don't know what we'll do. I certainly wish the spider hadn't called me up. Step on it, will you, buddy?
Okay.
Who is it?
Your girlfriends insisted that you have something to eat.
Please thank them for me.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Oh, this is a nice place, but I wish we had a little excitement.
Haven't you had enough excitement for one day?
No, now you listen to me, Pineapple. If I ever catch you doing this again, I'll divorce you.
But, honey, let me explain.
Explain nothing. I've warned you time and time again.
Boy, that's some service.
Now I'm through.
Oh, but, honey.
Well, it looks like your wife is determined that you're not going to do any more gambling, son.
Yes, and I'm out $50. Say, Dave, you don't know where we can get another pair of dice, do you?
Not in this neck of the woods.
Hey, Sam.
Yes, sir.
Sam, do you know where we can get a pair of dice?
No, sir, I never care. You see, the last time I was in a crap game, my wife got out a razor.
That's all, brother.
That's all.
Excuse me, kid. I'm awfully sorry, gentlemen. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. I think I might be able to help you out. You see, I have cards and dice and all that kind of stuff out in the truck.
Well, that's fine. We'll be glad to pay you for a pair of dice.
Ah.
You see, your size wife here, why, she's sort of broke up our little dice game. And...
I understand. I'll go get them for you.
Oh, we'll wait for you in the patio.
Good. Oh, kids, I'll be right back.
I see by this land right here that you have unusual talent as a singer.
Well, I could have saved you all that trouble by telling you that I have sung opera in 5 different languages in 14 different countries.
And you still don't know who you are?
No.
Girls, don't forget we're shoving off in the morning at 6 o'clock. I've already left a call with Cutie Pie over there. You can retire now if you like, but I'm going to watch the men gamble. You care to join me? Some? Fine. I'll go with you. Keep me awake anyhow. Right, come on. Here you are.
Thanks.
Okay. Hey, you mind if I watch?
Of course not.
Should do. All right, son, go ahead. You're faded.
Hey! 7. The 4 goes.
I've got 2 of it.
I'll take the other.
Nice game. Put down 2 and pick up 4.
Do you girls want to join us?
Oh, no, we don't know anything about it.
How about you?
Oh, no, I'd be liable to lose all our money, and we'd have to walk to Las Vegas. We'll just be spectators.
Hey. 7 again. The 8 goes.
Can't lose. You know, if I knew something about this game, I'd like to try it.
It's all very simple. If you make a 7 or 11 on the first throw, you win. If you make a point, and you make that point before 7, you win again.
Sounds like a winning game. When do you lose?
No, we'll let you know. We won't let you go wrong. Why don't you try?
Oh, I think I will. Thanks. Okay, boys, wish me luck. $2.
All right, you're faded. Shoot.
All right. All I do now is roll them, huh? All right. Huh. Well, 6 and 1, that makes 7. Does that mean I win?
I'm afraid it does, yeah.
Nice game. All right. $4.
I'll take 2 of them. All right, I'll get 2 of it.
Okay. Come on, good dice, and hit 'em again.
Another natural will let it all ride.
Now you're talking. Hey!
Oh.
Well, little Joe from Kokomo.
Make it the hard way, Terry. 2 deuces.
Right. Yeah. Well, the repeater. And the hard way.
Hop on the 8, boys.
I'll take 4.
I'll take 4. Now, wait a minute. Are you girls sure you never played this game before?
Well, we never played it in our lives. Never even heard of it.
Okay, shoot.
All right.
I've got a feeling that she's right.
No, thanks.
Oh, come on, good dice. This is the gravy lick. Don't let me down now. Look out! Ha!
6.
Jimmy Hicks, a 3-way point. This ought to be cinched. Boys, I'm going to kick this right back in your face. Look out and give 'em room. Shoot the other 16, boys.
I see a lot of excitement centered around this desk in the very near future.
Yeah? Concerning what?
The debt isn't exactly clear, but I see a policeman and the desire to make a lot of money. And the activity seems to be centered around you.
Around me? Oh, no.
Oh, she can really tell things.
Oh, she told me a lot of things.
But she couldn't tell her who she is.
You mean...
She has that key.
All right, guys. One more pass. That's all I need. Just one more pass. Yeah! There it is.
Well, that pleased me.
Gee, I hate you when you're ringside, but gambling is gambling. Well, I guess that's the end of the game, boys.
As far as I'm concerned, it is.
Good night.
Say, do you mind if I see those dice?
No, of course not.
I don't blame him for being suspicious. 21 passes. That's an awful streak of luck.
Yeah,
Do you mind if I keep these?
of course not. Here's another pair. You may get lucky tomorrow night and win with someone else. Well, good night, and thanks for a very pleasant evening. You know, first, we ought to learn more about this game. Yeah, not bad.
Well, boys, we sure took them, didn't we? I'm not so sure about these dice. I just brought that girl and truck her breakfast, Miss Olson.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Now, come on, girls. We'll have to hurry if we're to make Las Vegas by noon. Otherwise, we won't get the rest of that money from Duke Edwards.
Oh, but we've got plenty of money now.
Plenty? Well, I'm not going to toss away $75. And besides, he expects to open that gambling casino tonight. Now, come on, hurry.
Yes, we must get back to my drawing room.
You just toss them in here, Sam.
Yes, ma'am.
Here you are. Thanks a lot. First, you better come up front with me because I want some company. Okay?
Hey, Sonny, let's have one of those, will you?
Didn't you put any gas in it? Only 30 gallons. Well, what's wrong with it then? I don't know. This will take some figuring out, a little mechanical calculation, whatever that means.
Say, you don't suppose that little guy with the plaster caught up with us and took the motor out, do you?
Say, you got something there. I better take a quick look. My, what a mess of machinery.
Well, at least the motor's still there.
Yeah.
What do you think's wrong?
Oh, nothing much.
Seems to me like the carburetor sort of bypassed the ignition, causing the spark plugs to backfire through the cylinder head, which through the horn there, you'll sort of have to clean the exhaust pipe. Oh, I see. I wish I did. Well, frankly, I don't get it. Never make it. Guess I better look in the book and see what's in the book. Do something. Wait a minute. What'd you do?
Well, I just turned the key and stepped on the thing.
And according to the sheriff's office, the beautiful daughter of millionaire Robert Bendix leaped from the super chief yesterday afternoon near the California-Nevada border. While her father admits he tried to prevent the contemplated marriage of his daughter to Thomas Higgins, an engineer with the Boulder Dam project, he's anxious to effect a reconciliation with his daughter and has offered a reward of $5,000. And no questions asked to anyone who locates Doris Bendix and communicates with the millionaire manufacturer. And that, ladies and gentlemen, winds up our newscast until 5 p.m. this evening. This is KY.
This is the same gal that they is talking about on the radio.
What are you talking about?
That's the gal. There she is.
This is what girl?
The gal that them other gals had in the truck. I served her dinner last night and breakfast this morning.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Let's go, Dave.
We're looking for a girl. We thought maybe you might have seen her in this vicinity. There's her picture.
That's the gal.
She was here last night, but left a few minutes ago in a big truck with some other girls heading for Las Vegas.
A few minutes ago?
Yes.
Well, thanks a lot. Come on.
Oh. Let's see what goes on.
Say, have you seen anything of a 10-ton truck passing this way with some girls in it?
It seems that everybody is looking for them gals.
That truck left here a few minutes ago. Had 5 girls in it.
That's them, thanks.
Them gals sure is popular.
I tell you, Terry, that's her.
Well, maybe you're right, but we'll find out all about her as soon as we stop for coffee.
Funny thing, Sam. That woman who tells fortunes told me last night there was going to be a lot of excitement centered right around me here in this lobby.
You know, I thought she was kind of crazy, but I guess she knows her crystal ball.
Seems that way,
Toby,
Sam. Yes.
you know my wife, don't you?
Can't say that I do, Mr. North, but...
She's been missing several days. A motorcycle officer at the California border told me he saw a lot of women in a huge truck, and that one of them resembled Mrs. North.
Well, not knowing your wife, Mr. North, I couldn't...
I have a snapshot of her. She disappeared mysteriously from a banquet at the governor's house.
Well, she was here, too.
Well, yes. That's the woman they said had amnesia.
Where is she now?
Your wife, Mr. North, was with 4 other girls. They stayed here last night. They left here early this morning in a big truck. Said they were going to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Yes.
How long ago did they leave?
Oh, about a half an hour ago. You can easily catch up with them.
Thanks, Toby.
Hey, you know who that is?
No, sir, but he sure looks important.
He's a millionaire rancher. Used to be a state senator.
This must be the shortcut Pete told us about.
Well, ask Marie. She's got the map back there.
Hey, Marie, look at the map and see if there's a shortcut penciled in right where we are now.
The shortcut is the road to the right. It's marked right here on the map.
Thanks, Al.
Girls, I think the road we took is disastrous. However, I shall check that conclusion.
Oh, don't you think it'd be a little safer to follow the road map?
My crystal is infallible. If we take the right road, we cannot go wrong.
No wonder I don't know who I am.
You know, Si, that was a swell idea getting that warrant.
Of course, Tony would have gotten us all jammed up. You know, if we grabbed that Bendix girl without the warrant, she could have brought charges against us for kidnapping or something.
I think she would have. This way we've got nothing to worry about.
We'll get the money back we lost and the $5,000 reward.
That's not going to be hard to take, Si.
Oh, here comes Tony now.
I wonder if he got in touch with old man Bendix.
Well, boys, as long as we're splitting the reward, it's only fair that we should split the expenses. That call cost me $6. Come on, hand over your share. I'll finally reach Mr. Bendix in Chicago. He's flying in. Should be here by 7 in the morning.
In the morning? That means we'll have to get a conviction, Si.
Oh, Charlie Yates will convict him all right.
Nevertheless, it'll be safer if the prosecutor gets a postponement until tomorrow.
Yeah, you can try. But I don't think we have a thing to worry about.
You know, Dave's right. If they're acquitted, there's no way that we can hold Horace Bendix until the father gets here.
There are six to be convicted.
We want to get bailed out.
Yeah, what are we in for? Tell that guard to come back.
We want to make a phone call.
Now, just a minute.
Listen, you can't put us in jail like
You
this.
can't put us in... We are in jail, but what are we in for?
As to what you're in for, I haven't seen the complaint. But I can assure you it's a very serious offense. Now, according to law, however, you are entitled to make one phone call. So get together and tell me who's going to make it.
Okay, come on, kids, this is important. Whoever we phone, we have to get, because we're only allowed one call.
That's right. So who can we reach? The cinch Danny and Peter on the road somewhere.
Oh, they're probably on their way to San Francisco.
No, I still want to know what we're in for. Well, I'd call my husband if I knew who he was.
Yeah, that's what's over to do. If you did get him, you couldn't tell him who was calling. Hey, Sappy, don't you know anybody besides that crystal ball?
Why, yes, I do.
Well, who?
I could call on the spirit.
Oh, no, that's long distance.
That's right. They might not be in. Yeah. Girls, I think I have a solution.
You do? Then don't stand there and let us rot in jail. What is it?
Why don't we call my fiancé at Boulder Dam? He's an engineer.
An engineer, that's fine. We need a lawyer.
Well, since her boyfriend seems to be the only one we can reach, why don't we start dialing that number?
All right. Hey, Pop, we're ready for that call. Say, what's his name?
Tommy Jones.
What's his right name? Tommy Jones.
Yeah? Yeah? What? In jail? I read that Toodles jumped off the train, but I can hardly believe...
Toodles? Who's Toodles?
Well, that's my nickname for Doris.
Oh, that's very cute. Yeah. Well, you better get yourself right over here and get Toodles and the rest of us out of this clink.
All right, I'll be over there as soon as I can make it.
Hey. Hey! Wake up! Time to take me back. It's over this way.
This Honorable Court of River County, Nevada is now in session. Judge Higginbottom presiding. The state of Nevada versus Terry Olson, Bert Benson, Marie Smith, and 3 Jane Does, who are charged with violation of Section 1282 of the Criminal Code of the state of Nevada.
Everything but murder, he said.
To wit, that they severally and individually conspired with each other to maliciously and deliberately defraud one Dave Watson, one Cy Haskell, and one Tony Galento out of monies and jewelry via game commonly known as craps, using dice, known in the parlance of gambling circles as toppers.
That's a lie, Judge.
Quiet. Continue with the charges.
It is further charged that...
I tell you, Danny, that looked like the dame's truck back there.
He didn't get a good look at it.
You remember, we told him to take this shortcut.
Well, that's their truck. They're in the clink. It was parked outside the jailhouse.
Yeah, that's why I think we ought to go back. Say, buddy, have you seen the girls that were driving that truck?
Yep. Well, where are they?
In there. In there? Yep, they got themselves in a jam. They're in there being tried right now by Judge Higginbottom.
We arrested 5 girls over in River County yesterday for fraud, and one of them answers to the general description of this Doris Bendix you're looking for.
How far is River County Jail from here, officer?
About 30 miles back.
Thanks a lot.
Your Honor, I didn't see any of the defendants win any money because I spent the night in the truck.
Then you were never in the motel?
No, Your Honor.
See here, Judge. I can prove very easily that everything the prosecutor has said about the dice being crooked is so much hooey.
And how do you propose to prove that, young lady?
Tommy.
Toodles. Just where do you think you are, young man?
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge.
You'd better get back to spectators before I fine you for contempt of court.
Yes, sir. I'll see you later, darling.
Your Honor, just prior to this little romantic episode, Miss Olson was going to disprove all my allegations. That'll be all.
All right, young lady, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. I will. All right, now let me have those dice. Which two do you want me to use? Right. Your Honor, we won $471 in that man's ring. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll let anyone roll the dice and bet all we've won against $1.
Quiet, or I'll clear the court. While this young lady's suggestion is rather unique, it does, in my mind, indicate good faith on the part of the defendant and her associates. What do you say, Mr. Prosecutor? Shall we accept the young lady's proposal?
Your Honor, we expect to. And we shall prove that those dice will win for anyone who rolls them. Si, will you do the honors?
You betcha. Yes, sir.
There you are. Just a minute, Farmer. Put up your $1.
Oh, yes, why, sure. The defendant's portion of this bargain is in the custody of this court. Just a minute. Mr. Prosecutor, there is no doubt that these dice are the identical dice used by the defendant when she won all that money?
None whatsoever.
You may proceed. What does 2 6s mean?
It means that he lost. And when I said the prosecutor was full of baloney, I was right.
Young lady, I must warn you not to use such language in this court.
I'm sorry, Judge, but now you know I'm right.
I certainly do. Case dismissed. And here's your $1. The bailiff will return to you the monies held as Exhibit A.
Yeah, that we're into money.
Oh, boy. We're in the money, huh?
Danny!
Where?
Darling, where have you been?
Well, who is this man?
Why, darling, don't you know me? I'm your husband.
Why, I never saw you before in my life.
Just a minute. Have you got that license?
Sure.
Oh, Judge, just one more favor, please.
What is it?
Can you marry people?
I can if they have a license.
We have.
Well, you'll need 2 witnesses.
I'll get them in a minute. Now, don't go away.
Let me see your license, please.
Gentlemen, here is her husband. Husband?
Yes, but she doesn't know me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, she's been that way ever since we picked her up.
Clark, get me a marriage certificate. You'll find a pad of them in my chambers.
Doctors sometimes claim that a sudden shock will do it.
Well, gosh, I hope she snaps out of it. Come on, kids.
Your Honor, we have a license to marry. Can you perform the ceremony?
What, you two? What is this? This started out to be a criminal case, and now I'm playing Cupid. Is there anyone else who'd like to get married?
Hey, Spike, Danny, come on. Maybe we can get a discount.
Tommy, where'd you get that license? In the next building. Judge, hold everything. We'll be right back.
All right. Clark, get 2 more marriage certificates.
No, it's no use. We're stuck. I don't know how we're going to explain this to Mr. Bendix, and we haven't a chance of earning that $5,000 reward.
Well, try it again and see if you can get the thing fixed.
All right, I'll do the best I can.
And I now pronounce you man and wife.
Baby.
Oh, that's just wonderful. Congratulations.
Thanks, Happy.
Carrie, I insist your honeymoon is on me.
Gosh, thanks, honey.
What about us?
All of the honeymoons are on me.
Well,
You know, this is going to be an awful shock to Dad.
oh, well, shock.
Please, darling, try to recall what happened at the governor's banquet.
This may work and it may not, but here goes.
Jim, darling.
Regina!
Oh. But who are all these people? You tell her. I just got married.
Regina, oh, I'm so glad.